give you a couple scriptures. Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8 and verse 2.
Read.
And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee out of Egypt these 40 years.
Read.
Unto the wilderness, to humble thee.
To what?
To humble thee.
Read.
And to prove thee.
And to what?
And to prove thee.
Read.
And to know what is in thine heart.
Read.
Whether thou wilt keep his commandments or no.
See, that's the test, man. That's why we here. The Most High sent us here. He put us here in this place called Babylon to see what you're going to assimilate with the ways of this world. Or you going to stay true and loyal to him, especially in these last days, man. Give me 2nd Ezra 15 and 1. Because the Most High sent us out here to warn his people. Hey, real soon, these plagues going to overtake the population. You're going to have monkeypox mixed with COVID. You're going to, real soon, man. Real soon. Real soon, all this what you see up and down, they're going to shut this down. You're going to see the majority of these people going to be walking around with monkeypox.
5 years.
No, we talking about 6 months, because everybody want to be homosexuals, man. We talking about 5-6 months. This place going to be overpopulated.
That prophecy.
Give me this. Give me 2nd Ezra 15 and 1. I'm going to show you.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 1.
Like all these people that you see going to have the monkeypox, man. And they going to have the COVID too. This is prophecy, man. The plagues out here. The Most High said it would happen. Right? When you see the plagues out, people don't acknowledge God, so he increased the heat. He's going to keep bringing these plagues until they acknowledge that it's him. That it's not COVID-19, that it's not monkeypox. Those are the bulls. Those what he plagued the Egyptians with. That the bulls all over their body where they couldn't stop itching. Right? That cough they can't. Those are plagues from the Most High. But they listen to the news say, oh, it's COVID-19, we can give you a shot. Right? So they define the Most High. Give me that. 2nd Ezra 15 and 1.
2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, and the words of prophecy.
The words of prophecy. That is prophecy.
Which I will put in my mouth.
Which he gonna do what?
Which I will put in thy mouth.
He said in the last days he was gonna send his sons out here and his daughters, and we was gonna prophesy. Right? Read on.
Saith the Lord.
Read.
And cause them to be written in paper.
Uh-huh.
For they are faithful and true.
They are what?
They are faithful and true.
The Lord says it's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen soon. Read on.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
He said he sent you here to prove you. And all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Read on.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
He shall bring what?
Plagues upon the world.
Read on.
The sword.
The what?
The sword.
Hey, we done at a rapid rate, man. They shot the young brother. What they shot 100 rounds at him.
Here in South Bend?
No, that was in Ohio. It was in Ohio, man. The police they shot 100 times at him, hit him 60.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, unarmed. Yeah, read. So these plagues coming, man. Read.
Wow.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Hey, right now you go to the store and get a thing of chicken wings. It's like $25.
I
See that? That these are the signs of famine. Pretty soon, yeah, food shortage. Pretty soon you're gonna go in there, $50 a bag of chicken. Pretty soon you're gonna go in there, they're gonna be fighting over the last bag of chicken. Hey, all these things are coming, and it's like the Most High putting us in a pot, and we're unaware that we're boiling slowly. Like that frog that you put in the pot that won't hop out. We see the plagues, and we're going through like monkeypox just hit South Bend. And just when last week they got their first confirmed case, but it's already been here. They don't want the people to panic, but it's already been here. I seen somebody with it. Man, it was trifling.
Right here.
No, I seen them in Georgia. And they didn't care.
They have a cure.
They'll give you another shot.
That's it.
The Lord said it ain't no plague for that. The only way you can what he said is it's a form of leprosy actually. And the only way to cure is you're supposed to. Now the Bible tells you to separate yourself from the rest of the people. This is why it's gonna spread. They tell you just come take a shot. But you gotta separate yourself. If you got chickenpox, what you gotta do? Or what's gonna happen? Everybody in the house gonna have chicken pox. They tell you, hey, if you got monkeypox, just come get this vaccine. Get a vaccine, man. Hey, plagues coming on the earth, bro. Soon. They already here, man. The Lord sent us out here to warn our people, man. Hey, that he gonna take away the spirit of mirth and laughter and joy.
Oh yeah, for sure. 2 feet down. Yeah. 2 feet down.
You got it?
For sure, man.
Mic check, check.
Yeah, but you just had to hear that truth, man. Those, you know what I'm saying? Once you know that truth will make you free. Yeah. Yep.
Mic check, mic check.
The scriptures.
Give me that
The scriptures ain't said what it said.
Romans 8:32. Read that.
Yeah.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Hey, the Bible says wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. And they passing gay rights. Hey, you can be a homosexual, man. Right? But it's illegal to stand out here and read the Bible. Right? You got all these LGBTQ, you got all these alphabets, right? Hey, you see, then they got people fighting on whether you should kill a newborn baby or not. Come on, man, they didn't fight over those things when you was coming up. That was common knowledge, man. You would kill a baby in the womb. They arguing whether if the baby should live or whether the baby should die. That's how far we've been decayed morally. This place is corrupt. That's a human being. That's how you got here. You got here the same way that you fighting over whether that baby should live or die.
That don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense, man. That's sick. Well, it's my body. It's my right. Hey, they learned that from the so-called Caucasian, man. Because back in the day, if your parents heard you saying that shit, they beat the hell out you. You would never think about it again, right? It's just something that, let Big Mama hear you talking about that. Abortion. Man, Big Mama gonna hurt you. She gonna hurt you. Big Mama said, I'll take care of the baby. Don't kill the baby, just have a baby and get a baby to me. You see what I'm saying? That's when it was love, but it's not like that no more. They'll tell you, kill that baby and live your life. YOLO. You only live once, you don't have time to be raising no kids, man.
That is a form of murder.
It's murder. It's murder. It's premeditated murder. You see that? That baby's, think about it, man. The baby's in your womb, and you're plotting on a baby that's connected to you. In your womb. Alive. I'm going to kill this baby in about 2 months, 60 days. This baby got about 60 days, and I'm going to kill it. Because I got to get up out here. And it's too hot out here for me to be out here pregnant. It's too many niggas. And that's how our women think, man. Keep reading that, Judah.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Right?
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more.
He said what?
I will hold my tongue no more.
So the Most High said he's not going to hold his tongue no
You
more.
really see the baby's a baby.
Yeah.
You know, that's Ariel, one of the twins, baby, inside her. She just sent me that. Ariel, my twins? Yeah. That's what it looked like.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
That's
So
a
those
whole
are
baby.
the
It's
3D.
right.
Yeah, they can see the baby.
Right, it's a whole baby.
It's
Yeah.
a lie.
Right, they can't be talking about it's a fetus and all that other stuff.
Right.
Human being.
Exactly.
Give me Hebrews 12 and 16. Let me
Now
show
they
you.
need a ride.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask this brother a quick question, give him some knowledge and let him go by his way. So this is why the plague's here. And this is why it's gonna get worse. Right? But it's always a way out. Even they'll tell you that in the church. The Lord will always provide a way out, but our people don't know the way out.
Hebrews
12 and 6. We're gonna show you the way out. We're gonna show you the way out because the Most High coming soon, man. And what he's doing right now is reintroducing himself. Just like any great boxer. Hey, the best boxer don't come out first, do we? You got the preliminaries. You got lesser boxers. You work your way up, just like in a movie. You know, it start off slow, then at the end you're gonna get the climax. The Most High not just gonna come and let these people get off scot-free for all the wickedness. No, he gonna slowly break them down. He gonna make them call out to his name. They're not gonna say Jesus. They're gonna say Yahweh. They're gonna call him the God of the Israelites. Watch what I tell you. They're not gonna call him Jesus. They're gonna say what they was out there standing on the corner calling his name? Yahweh. Yeah, that's Yahweh. That's the God of the Israelites, right? Read this. Hebrews 12 and 16.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 16.
Read.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person, as Esau,
Right.
who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
He did what?
For one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Hey, that's one of the biggest things why the Most High is coming back to destroy. Because he gave people on this earth a birthright, but a certain people didn't care. He said that's wicked. It's a man on this earth that sold his birthright for a meal. For a meal. So that's why we ask our people, what's your nationality? Because that's connected to your birthright. It's connected to your birthright. So you gotta know who you are, so you can know what's your birthright. You see?
What's my birth? What did you say my birthright is?
We finna get it to you. That's the
Perfect
next
question.
best question, man. Right?
Deuteronomy chapter
Give me Deuteronomy 29:1, right?
29:1.
Right. So the question is how did our people get over here? How did our people get over here to America?
By way of slavery.
By way of slavery. So that's what you have to do. You gotta start tracing it back before slavery. See, our people start at slavery. They tell your history started at slavery. Right before that, they found you in the jungle hanging from branches. But no, man, they brought over scientists, doctors, inventors, right? Businessmen, the best of the best. Right? Give me that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. Read. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
No niggas.
With the children of Israel.
African American.
With the children of Israel.
Right, so give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. What you gotta know is that they didn't bring over black people on slave ships. They brought over Israelites. And to the Israelites belong all the promises. Judah, give me that, Romans 9 and 4. Give me Romans 9 and 4. Read this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. Read. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. With ships.
So we got here with ships. So this is part of your heritage, knowing who you are. And it's a certain people that got drug over here on the bottom of slave ships, man, that was put into slavery, right? Beat, whipped, right? These are the 12 tribes, the children of Israel, right? Read.
By the way, wherever I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, so the Bible says when we came here off slave ships, we would not see our homeland again. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Know your friends.
You shall be sold unto your enemies.
Your pops.
Unto your enemies. Read. For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
See, that's what we don't know. We wasn't sold to our enemies, brother. I mean, to our friends, we were sold to our enemies. So who sold us? No, man. Who sold us?
When we got here.
When we got here. Who put us on auction blocks? The white man. See, and our people can't come. They can't put the pieces together because they look at him as God. You see what I'm saying? They can't put the pieces together. When you believe the Bible says you got sold to your enemies. That's one of the first pieces that you got to put together and put this puzzle together. Is that the white man is your enemy. He's the damn devil. Hey.
Exodus.
Give me that.
This is the book of Exodus.
You gotta ask yourself, man.
Chapter 11 and verse 7.
Now everybody know that Jesus, who they call Jesus, is a so-called black man. What do you think the penalty for this is? You think this is a light thing?
He's false flag.
He's false flag. What if somebody did this to your son or your daughter?
I'll be mad.
You'll be mad, right?
Imitate me false is false.
It's false.
And he got one. He got paid.
You gotta see. That's a wise man. Hey, common sense to tell you that. Hey, Jesus was the greatest man that ever walked, that ever lived, man. And this guy right here, this guy who they not only did they whitewash him, they gave him the image of a homosexual and a murderer.
And that was the painter right there.
Yeah, he was a homosexual and a murderer, man. They didn't even pick a righteous man to portray him as. They picked one of the most defiled men that ever lived on the face of the earth. You see that? That's demonic, right? So get what you got, huh?
He think we sold ourselves, so I was
Right.
going to read this to him. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue, and against man or beast, that ye may know that the Lord do put a difference between the Egyptian and Israel.
Right, so we got sold. That's the trick. They say, well, black people sold black people. No, it's Africans selling Israelites. right? So when there's a difference between the Chinese man and the Japanese man. Hey, they got some similar features. But if you confuse them, they get mad. They know the difference. Hey, there's a big difference between you and the African, man. There's a great difference between you and the African. The Lord said he put a difference between the so-called Israelite and the Africans, the Hamites. Give me Joel.
Big difference though, and how can you really tell though?
Give me, I'm gonna show you real quick. Give me Sirach 33 and verse 10. I'm gonna show you, man. It's a big difference between an African and a so-called African American. Hey, you can start with rhythm. You can start with rhythm.
Flavor, dress.
You can start with flavor. What we eat, they like to eat blood. They don't like to take baths.
Swag.
Africans.
Swag.
So you got to know your history. You got to go back.
They ain't our brothers.
What it is? No, they not our brothers. What it is that we migrated. So what they'll do on the movies, they'll switch us up. They'll take an Israelite and say he's an African. That's what they do. So you think, oh, right. So you think those Africans are us because they'll take an Israelite and say he's an African. You see, but give me this. He made all people different. Give me Sirach 33.
Now, so we in a melting pot now.
Where we in Babylon, the land of confusion, the melting pot. Give me that. It's Joel 3. Joel 3. Watch this.
So Sirach 33 and 11.
33 and 10.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 10.
Read.
And all men are from the ground.
Right, all men are from the ground. Read.
And Adam was created of earth.
Right?
Read.
And much knowledge the Lord hath divided them.
He did what?
He hath divided them.
And much knowledge the Most High denied it. He divided each nation. Like, you know, the so-called Caucasians, they don't think like we think, right? You see what I'm saying? They don't cook like you. They got a different mindset. Like you know to keep the dog off the bed. You see what I'm saying? You know not to let the dog lick you in your mouth. And he been licking himself in the butt. But not them.
My wife been doing that, and now we just divorced. Look at some of the reasons that she don't get it. I hate that.
So read this again. You see, you hate because your spirit is different. Read this.
Read that again.
And all men are. And much knowledge the Lord hath divided them.
And did what else?
And made their ways diverse.
And did what?
Made their ways diverse.
He made us different.
All of us different.
He made us different.
Diverse.
He scattered us, but he made us with different spirits.
Right.
Nobody does what we do. You see what I'm saying? When you see an African man with a whole bunch of gold on, you see what I'm saying? With gold teeth. You don't see him with that. You don't see no Africans with gold teeth. You don't. But you're going to see all the brothers with it. We rock gold. You see? Give me that. So he made us diverse with different spirits. Read on.
Some of them he blessed.
Some of them he what?
Some of them he blessed.
So certain man he blessed. Read.
And exalted.
Uh-huh.
And some of them he hath sanctified and set near himself.
Some people he's close to, the Israelites. That's who he gave all the promises to. His chosen people, the Israelites. Who they would call the niggas. Why do you think they went through so much to get you to call yourself a nigga? You gotta ask yourself. You see, so you won't know what your birthright. Oh, yeah.
So as I'm listening, I ask the question, what is my birthright? What am I? Then I assume I am Israel.
You see that? You an Israelite. All praise to the Most High. All the evidence points to the fact that you an Israelite. Yo, based on prophecy, based on this Bible. Give me that based on everything. History. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 46. Watch this. And hold that Joel.
Okay.
Judah, give me what I want to give me Romans 9 and 4.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So the Bible says all these curses was going to be on the children of Israel, so you can track them. He said these curses are going to follow them. One of the main curses, they're going to go to slavery on ships.
Right.
Give me 16.
Verse 16.
Here's another curse.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Who's cursed in the city? Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
It's the Israelites. He said, you ain't going to get away from what I called you to do. They going to follow you. He said, curse you going to be in the city. and curse you gonna be on the field. He said they're gonna follow you for a sign and a wonder. Who are these people? That's a controversy. They call themselves niggas. They the greatest people on the face of the earth. That's how we rich off them. We capitalize off everything they do. Right? We tell them this, we tell them that it's stupid that they do it, then we steal it from them and sell it back to them. You see?
32.
Give me 46.
Watch this.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Forever. Read 47.
47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
You gonna serve who?
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So now you gotta serve your enemy. He the one gonna say, hey, why should I give you the job instead of all those 30 other people out there that want your position? Come on. Shuck it job.
Right.
Put on the show.
Right.
Put on the show. Yeah. Yeah, you walk up out of there, you done lost your dignity. Damn, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta talk. Hey.
You got it. Hey, that's what. You see, he mad,
On the
man.
office boys.
You gotta put on, yeah.
Yeah.
When you go home and fight your brothers and sisters, but you go and kiss his ass.
God.
And 54.
See, that's that. You see,
It's another curse.
give me, hold that Judah. Give me Romans 8 and 16. I'm gonna show you what's happening right now. Give me Romans 8 and 16. Because what we're seeing right now is spiritual. Read this, Romans 8 and 16.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 16.
Read it bold.
The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit
That what?
that we are the children of God.
Right.
This is his spirit. He said his children gonna bear witness with his spirit,
Right.
who his children are. That's what you doing. You saying that's me.
God.
You saying, damn, that's me.
God.
I went through this. Okay, it's making sense. Okay, that he made us different. That's why I couldn't stand her with that damn dog, man. That's why I got on my nerves, but she couldn't understand why you was bothered. You see? Give me 47. Give me 48.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Read. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So when you on water, you gotta go where to get. Who on the water? Who putting out the water bills?
Water company.
Right.
The white system.
The white system. Who own all the clothing, all the food stores?
White system.
The Most High said, now you're going to have to go to your enemies because when you had it all and you was ungrateful. There's nobody more ungrateful than our people, man. We ungrateful, man. We make all these promises to the Most High and then we don't keep it. God, if you get me out of this, God, if you get me out of that, I swear. Right? But then we forget about those promises, so we get punished. Give me Numbers 30 and 2 real quick. Numbers 30 and 2. Watch this, man. Numbers 30 and 2.
Book of Numbers.
Judah, give me Ecclesiastes 6 and 5. 6
Chapter
and 4.
30 and verse 2. If a man vow a vow.
Hold on. We're going that sword, Ecclesiastes 6 and 5. Read this.
Book of Numbers, chapter 30 and verse 2.
Read.
If a man vow a
If
vow
a man vow a vow.
unto the Lord.
Unto who?
Unto the Lord.
Read.
Or swear an oath to bind his soul.
To do what?
Swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond.
Read.
He shall not break his word.
You shall not. There's consequences. Our people love God. Please give you, and then you forget. You just with your soul, and then you wonder why all hell breaking loose. But because you forgot about what you promised the Lord, and He didn't forget. Give me this, Ecclesiastes 6 and verse. What's that?
Give me
5 and 4.
Read that. Let's start there.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5 and verse 4.
Read.
When thou vowest a vow,
When you do what?
when thou vowest a vow unto God,
Read.
defer not. Defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools.
Read.
Pay that which thou hast vowed.
You said what?
Pay that which thou hast vowed.
Hey, we make the most vows. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Read.
thou shouldest not vow,
Better is it not to vow than what?
than thou shouldest vow and not pay.
Read.
Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin.
Read.
Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error.
Read.
Wherefore should God be angry at thy voice and destroy thy work of thine hands?
So the Lord, if you make a vow and you don't keep it, the Most High be angry at your voice and destroy the works of your hands. All your plans, everything that you do just start failing because of the vow that you vow. And you know our people make the most vows. As soon as we get locked up, we get them we get in the clackers. Lord, and what he do? What he do? They just right. So we have to. We're the Israelites. We made vows. We made another vow that we don't know about. We vowed to keep his commandments.
That was a good question I was going to ask.
What's that?
The Old Testament, New Testament, and the Grace Revolutionary, because honestly, that's the direction I'm in. Feel some sort of peace because of the grace and the New Testament.
Grace in the New Testament.
Yeah, grace, God, grace.
Hey, that's a common.
You know what I mean?
That's a common question.
And the Old Testament. Get away with under the new covenant, since Jesus Christ.
Give me that Romans. Give me Hebrews.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Amen.
And I'm stuck in that. Hey, how you doing?
I don't mean to interrupt.
What's the book of Hebrews?
Got a question?
No, I did. Yeah, kind of. I saw you get arrested on a YouTube video.
So that was you.
Wow. Yeah.
That was you.
Hebrews 8 and
Arrested
8.
for preaching?
Yeah.
It's pretty lame.
For finding fault.
Any charges? They just let you go?
They just let me go. Give me that.
Stand up for your right, dude.
For finding fault with them. He saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
So what you need to know right off the tops is that no matter if the covenant is new or old, it's always going to be for you and your people. You need to know that first. It ain't for everybody. Now we can deal with the old, with the first and last. We're going to find out because they lied to you and told you we was in the new covenant.
Right.
We're in the old covenant.
Still.
Watch this. Read. There we go. It's going to give you the outline of the new covenant. Hey, that new covenant come with a new heart. That's what he promised
All
you.
these grace preachers, they not.
Give me Ezekiel
They don't
20.
none of this what I'm hearing.
No, they don't open this thing. Give me Ezekiel chapter 20. Give me Ezekiel chapter 20, I think 32.
So actually, there's a new covenant, but it hasn't been put forth.
Check this out. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand and led them out of the house of Israel, because they continued not in my covenant.
Right.
And I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the new covenant This is the new covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
See that? So you're not gonna be able to sin. You're not gonna be able. That new covenant comes with a new heart. You're not gonna be able to sin. You're gonna right now. Hey, the seed of sin has been sown in man's heart. That came from Adam. That's why you go off. It's in you. He's going to take that out of you and give you a new heart. This heart is pure. That's part of the love. That's immortality. The other nations, he's not. This covenant is that you're not going to die. You're going to see them be born, raise up, get old, and die. You're still going to be young. Right? You're still going to be young. Our people don't know what they said. He sold his birthright for a meal. That's why the Lord hates him, because what the Lord has for us, and he sold it for a meal. Our people selling their birthright for some rams, man. For a hope, for a thought, for a moment. For a moment. He promised us immortality, man. Read on.
And they shall not teach every man his neighbor.
Know what we doing?
We teach That's why I say we wouldn't even be out here.
Well, every man know the Bible from the front to the end.
And they shall not teach every man his neighbor,
But what?
and every man his brother,
Uh-huh.
saying, know the Lord.
Right, we got to teach our brothers to know the Lord now. And this day, you're going to know all the mysteries of the Bible. You're going to know how the earth was created. You see? You're going to know how to create. You're going to have the wisdom and knowledge of creation. You'll be given that power now. You see? Read on.
For all shall know me.
Shall what?
For all shall know me.
From when?
From the least to the greatest.
From the oldest to the youngest, man. From the oldest. That's how you know when you're in the new covenant, man. Give me that, a new heart.
Yeah,
Type
we
in
wouldn't be
a
out
new
here.
heart,
No,
Jeremiah.
we won't even be teaching.
So right now there is no new covenant.
There is no new covenant. It's the old. Hold on. Oh, type that in real quick. No, it say the old is ready to pass.
Oh yeah.
Right. The old. See, it's ready to pass, but that's gonna come with the destruction of America, man. See, all these sins and our enemy. What happened? Our enemy got this book and he divided it between old and new. He put chapters and verses in there, numbers. This thing didn't have numbers. The same Bible. It was a scroll. It didn't have no numbers, bro. It was a scroll. They just wrote and they continued to write. It didn't have no old and new. You see, they did that to confuse you.
Hebrews or Second Maccabees, whatever it is.
It's Hebrew. They was in the same chapter.
8 and 13.
8 and 13. Watch this. It's gonna tell you. Shalom, Mark.
Shalom, Mark. You made it, huh? Hebrews 8 and 13.
Shalom, Mark. Watch this. Come over here. Come on.
This is the book of Hebrews 8 and verse 13.
Read.
In that he saith, a new covenant. He hath made the first old. How that which decayeth and waxeth old.
It do what?
Decayeth and waxeth old.
It's getting old. It's ready to come. For what?
Is ready to vanish away.
It's ready to vanish away, but it hasn't vanished away yet. You see, because we still sinning.
Right.
We still going on. Even Paul said, he said, I'm a wretched man. He said,
Things I don't want to do.
I'm doing it. You see? That's because that sinful nature is still in man's heart. That's the new covenant. He gonna take that out.
Can I get that out of me?
You can't get it out of you,
I
dog.
gotta be kidding.
You need a new heart. You need a new heart, man. You can't get it. If Paul, let's get that. Let's get that. Romans 7. Start at verse.
Thinking I can beat it, but no wonder God keeps
The book of Romans, chapter 7, in verse 21.
Read.
I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with
It's
me.
right there with me, man. Hey, my heart is right, my mind is right. I went to do right, but then I went off. Read on.
For I delight in the law of God
Read.
after the inward man. But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind,
That seed sown in you, man. You see? Shalom, man. Read on.
and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin.
To what?
To the law of sin,
Read on.
which is in my members.
Oh, it's in your members, man. It's in your flesh. Keep reading.
O wretched man that I am,
Who will
who
what?
shall deliver me from the body of this death?
See? This body of death, man. You see what I'm saying?
Who shall deliver?
Most High. He gonna give you that new heart. All right, give me Genesis 40 and 15.
When?
The new
Can I
covenant.
get it?
Hey,
coming.
hey,
now.
give me Revelations
now,
11 and 12.
Believing and receiving.
No, you got to do more than believe it and receive it.
Yeah.
It's coming. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 18 and verse 4. I'm
You
gonna
got to do
show
more than believe and receive.
you. Got to do more than that.
So I just I have questions.
Okay, good. We got answers.
What do you?
Give me Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 14. Real.
It don't have to be right now. Can I call one of you brothers later? I think we've met before.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it. I'll deliver it to your
Yeah,
store.
yeah.
Hold on. Let's show you this real quick. Get with Judah. Get Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 5. Watch this. And what I call, y'all try to keep the scriptures. Genesis 40 and 15. Oh,
We just came out of Hebrews.
okay. He said what I have to do. So give me, to get that salvation, give me Revelations 11 and 12. That's what I'm going. 18 and 4. Watch this. Read this. Start at 6.
The book of Wisdom of
7. 6, 6, 6.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18 and verse 6.
Speak up, bold.
Of that night were our fathers certified of four,
Read.
that assuredly knowing unto what oaths they have credence,
Read.
that might afterwards be of good cheer.
Why? So they knew that they was promised salvation. Read.
So if thy people
So if thy people
was accepted
was accepted what?
both the salvation of the righteous
Both the salvation of the righteous. Read.
and the destruction of the enemy.
And the what?
In the
And the
destruction of the
destruction of
enemy.
the enemy.
So that's how you gonna get it. Your enemies, the ones that got you oppressed, the ones that got you slaving in that kitchen, the ones you serving from dusk till damn done, right? And they tell you that it's still not good enough. We gotta get you a write up.
What he just
We
read.
gotta write you up. We know you're good. We know you're a good person, but you know we kind of looking at somebody a little better than you. We gotta let you go. So the destruction of your enemies is linked with your salvation, and that's how you gonna get that new heart, man. Read that. Give me Revelations 11 and 12.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11.
We gonna get caught up. We gonna get caught up the same way Elijah went up, the same way Jesus went up, the same way all our forefathers went up. We're going up. We're going up. That's gonna be the strangeness of your salvation. And they gonna see, and they gonna tremble with fear, right? What they calling right now, all these UFO sightings, right? They calling them unidentified flying objects. Those are your people. Those are your people scoping this place out, and they know it. They're prepared to fight.
Oh, that's for sure. It's in here.
They prepared. It's in there. We'll read it to you.
Go to Ezekiel.
After they just said that people, because I want
Give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5.
But I'm hearing now that's biblical.
That's biblical.
Yeah, that's
And my
biblical.
people.
Yeah, watch this. Give me Revelations 11 and 4. Give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Right, give me, you got Genesis 40 and 15?
Revelation
Watch
11
it.
and 12.
Read that.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 12.
Read.
And they heard a great voice saying, and they heard a great voice from heaven
From
saying,
where?
From heaven saying,
Saying what?
unto them, come up hither.
Oh.
And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud.
In a cloud, man. Didn't they say Jesus went up in a cloud? They said Elijah went up in a cloud. Because if y'all see that new movie, it's called, what it's called? Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
They'll show you the UFOs hiding themselves. They know this information.
They know it.
They know who in those ships. They won't tell black people. Tall, 9, 10 feet tall.
I heard some of them.
The angels of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
The angels of the Lord. And they prepared to fight. They telling you that it's green aliens while they got you signing up for the Space Force. Angels of the Lord. So watch this. Give me Wisdom of Solomon. Is more on there?
Yes. Read that. Give me what's look at that.
Ascended up to heaven in a cloud,
Uh-huh.
and their enemies beheld them. In the same hour was there a great earthquake,
Earthquake.
and the 10th part of the city fell.
So 10th is a whole number. So the Bible says when we get caught up in the clouds, there's going to become a great earthquake. What's going to cause that? When China, Russia, Iran launch those nukes, it's going to hit the ground so hard it's going to shake the whole earth.
Right.
Right? He going to come in and swoop in and intercept those. He going to intercept those that's being faithful out here. Those that believe. Those that know their birthright, man. You see, that's why we out here to give you your birthright. This is part of your birthright. Salvation. Why you can't be living the life of them. He going to destroy them. Look what they've done to the earth. And it's funny, they'll tell you, and you drove that like you stole it. But ain't that how they run this planet? Like they stole it? And they polluted the air, they polluted the water, and they killed they killing all the animals going extinct, and they put us in slavery. They run this earth like they stole it. Because they did. Because it ain't theirs, it's yours. You see? So they gonna have to pay for the sins that they done. Right? So give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Judah?
Matter of fact, you got
That Genesis 40 and 15?
Yep.
Watch this.
Genesis 40 and 15. For indeed I was stolen away out of the land,
of the Hebrews.
Where these brothers were stolen from?
The land of Hebrews.
So that's the first thing y'all gotta know. Y'all was stolen from the land of the Hebrews, man. That y'all not Africans, man. Y'all was stolen from the land of the Hebrews, man. And that's part of the reason why they gotta pay, because they did this to you. Then they made you bow down to him. Then they called you niggas, African Americans, they called you pork monkeys. They called you everything under the sun except the child of God. You see? What would you do if somebody did that to your son? And he just came up missing one day. You've been looking for him. One day you find him. You named him Anthony. He's calling himself nigga. He don't even know you. You saying, Anthony, come here. He looking around. Damn, he crawling like a damn monkey. He got his pants down to his ankles. When he left, you had a gold chain around his neck. He was in purple, silk, and majesty. He had a crown. And then you see him, and he's got chains around his head, chains around his neck. You see? Calling himself Little Run. You're gonna be upset. That's what they did to y'all. Y'all are the children of God. Give me Exodus 4:22. What you was holding, huh? Give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Listen to this, man. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 and verse 2.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 2.
Read.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Hey, when they see those chariots, them UFOs, they shall be afraid with terrible fear. Read.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
They shall be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation. They're telling you in the movies what's about to happen. They've been telling you. They're calling it an alien invasion. They're trying to get you to run from your salvation. No, that's the strangeness of your salvation. Hey, you're not going to be able to see the sky. He said he coming with armies, thousands upon thousands, man. Upon thousands, man.
That can happen how soon?
It can happen today. It can happen today, right? Last time we was out here, we didn't even realize it. I got footage of one going right over the top of us, and 30 seconds later, a helicopter come chasing it. We didn't see it while it was happening. We seen the helicopter. We trying to figure out what's going on. We go back and look at the footage. It's on there. We got it on footage. Right over the top of us, man.
I've seen them myself.
Yeah.
You know, above my house, I've seen them. When he called me, he called me from wherever he was, he said, go outside and look up right now. Went outside, about 4 of them playing around, zipping back and forth right above the crib.
See?
Once the word reached where I'm at, once the word reached four corners.
Matthew 24:14. Matthew 24:14. Hey, so, and he called it out. So, what's your nationality? What's your heritage?
Well,
According to the Bible,
I'm still learning.
you an Israelite.
I know I'm a child of God. I'm a believer. I'm searching for the truth.
See, that's the
And I
truth.
want it so bad to where, but I've been learning Christianity, and I put that to the side because I want to be non-denominational. I want to push this shit. But I'm hearing stuff that's like sounding so much like what I really believe.
Yeah.
And that's the mix-up.
Yeah.
It's where what I've been taught.
Give me Romans 8:32. Romans 8:32.
I'm getting close.
You're getting close. So,
That's how I feel. I'm getting close.
let's get him something in the in the so-called New Testament. Yeah, give me that. Then give me Romans 9:4. Watch this.
Check this out. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 14.
Read that.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world
Then what?
for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
Right. So Christianity been taught around the world 25,000 times. It said this gospel shall, you haven't heard this. Our brothers and sisters need to know who they are. And then if your spirit bear witness, and then you're going to pick up this book. We not asking you to come up here and bow and give an offering. We ask you to pick up this book and double check what we're saying. If your spirit bear witness with it, hey, it's a third of our people going to run with it. 2/3 of our people going to look skeptical. It's going to bear, but they niggas though. It sound right, but it's coming out of black man's mouth.
Right.
I kind of just don't like that. I don't like the way that it makes me feel like, I don't like it. But if a white man was up here telling you was the children of God, where would I sign up? I'm the what? Yeah. No. He said he was going to send your sons and your daughters to prophesy in the last days. And every Christian knows that. Every Christian know that. He said, I will pour out my spirit upon your sons and your daughters in the last days. He didn't say they sons and their daughters, but he knew all people, this hate that we got towards one another. If he's black, he can't be talking about nothing. Give me that. Yeah. So what you got?
Romans 8:32. He spared not his own son. He spared not his own son, but delivered him up from all of us. And how shall he not? How should he not with him?
32.
I got that wrong. And ye shall know the truth. Yeah, you from the tribe of Judah. Get that, Judah. You shall know the truth. What you hold? And the truth. So this is the truth. He said, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Because what happened is that this Christianity, that Christianity put that chain on your mind. Hey, if this man is Jesus, then, then I got to look at myself a certain way. You see what I'm saying? I got to think that when I get to heaven, it's going to be more the same. You see, so I'm really not excited about getting to heaven if I get there and I'm passing out drinks. If I get to heaven and they having fun and I'm doing this, hey, I might as well live my damn life. I might as well YOLO, right? Because we've had 400, 500 years of this, right? So that's the trap. That's the trick that they put on your mind. But Yahweh Shah is a so-called black man. Look like your father. Give me that Romans 1:14. What you hold, Doc?
Romans 1:14.
Revelations 1:14.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Read.
And it reads,
No. 9:4.
9 and 4. The book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 4.
That's for the brother, because he said he need to hear it out the New Testament.
Who are Israelites?
Who are what?
Who are Israelites?
Know everybody.
Who are Israelites?
Read.
To whom pertaineth the adoption, in the glory,
In the glory.
in the
In
covenants,
both covenants.
in the giving of the law,
Everything.
in the service of God,
Uh-huh.
in the promises,
In the what?
in the promises,
Read on.
who are the fathers of whom, as concerning the flesh,
Concerning what?
as concerning the
Know
flesh,
your skin don't matter.
as concerning the
Know your
flesh,
nationality don't matter.
as concerning the flesh,
Read on.
Christ came.
Christ came for his people. Concerning the flesh. Now you got that out the New
Devil
Testament.
right there.
Yeah, that's your forefather.
That's
See?
a false idol.
You see? Yeah. Give me that. Let's see what he look like.
1:14.
Give me Daniel 10 and 5.
His head and his hair were white like wool,
Like what?
like white as snow.
No, his hair was brown and blonde.
White like wool,
Uh-huh.
white as snow.
Right.
And his eyes were flame as fire.
No, baby blue.
Flame of fire.
Read.
And his feet was like unto a fine brass.
No, they was pale.
Like unto a fine brass.
Read.
As if they burned in the furnace.
Man, Christ is a very dark man.
Wesley Snipes.
A brother.
Shit, your color.
A brother with an afro. A brother. And when he come back and he find his people worshiping the devil, hey, treating their brothers less than because they don't look like him, he gonna be disappointed. Hey, you sold out. You sold. You can't even look me in my eyes. Them was your people that you sold out. Them was your brothers.
That's Christianity.
Them was your brothers that you portrayed for the devil. You worship this guy, you hated your own people, right? You shucked and jived. You changed up your voice. You bowed down. You did the dance. Whatever they wanted, you did. And when your brother asked you for something, you said, hey, nigga, shut up. What can you tell me, nigga? You see? Give me that.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10 and verse 5.
Read.
Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with a fine gold of Uphaz.
With what?
With a fine gold of Uphaz.
You know the brothers like the gold, man. Where you think we get it from? Yeah, he got that fine gold. They talk about he was in rags. No, man, he was golded up. Then they say they gambled for his clothes?
They did.
Come on, man.
They did.
This a brother with
They
gold.
They gambled over his clothes.
Read on.
His body also was like the beryl.